Hey guys, it's Kawaiisweetworld, and today I'm going to teach you how to make both real and clay versions of the super cute heart frosted cupcake, so let's get started. First you're going to pour out 1 cup of boiling water into a small bowl, and then I'm just going to add in 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and then we're just going to go ahead and whisk this all together. And we've basically just made hot chocolate now, but we're going to incorporate it into our cupcakes in a little bit. And now I'm going to measure out 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour and then add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to go in with our whisk and whisk this all together. Now in another bowl, you're going to dump out 1/2 cup or 1 stick of butter. And then to that we're going to add in 1 cup of sugar. Then it's time to break out the mixer, and then you're just going to cream this all together until it's nice and light and fluffy. And then we're going to add in 2 eggs, and you're going to add in 1 at a time, and you're going to mix it in after each addition until you get a nice creamy and fluffy batter. Then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of some delicious vanilla and then mix that in. Now we're just going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And then of course mix it all together, and you'll have a kind of a yellow cake batter now, but we're going to add in the chocolate. So just pour your hot chocolate-esque mixture into the batter and mix that in, and make sure you mix it in all the way, or else you'll end up with little yellow cake lumps in your cake. And now I'm just going to take out 12 cupcake liners, and this recipe actually makes 16 cupcakes though. So you'll take 2 batches, and then you're just going to fill them up almost to the top, because you want to make sure that the cupcakes rise right above the rim of the liner. And then you're just going to pop these in the oven at 375 for about 16 to 20 minutes. And then when you take it out, here's what they'll look like. Now we're just going to take some frosting. I'm using this Betty Crocker whipped frosting, and we're just going to take some out. You won't need too much because we're only making the middle layer of the cupcake. Now I'm just going to take a tiny amount of pink food coloring, or red, and you're just going to mix this in until you get your desired shade of pink. And now it's time to start on our cupcakes. So I'm just taking my trusty heart cookie cutter, and then you're just going to put this in the center of the cupcake and press down. Then I'm just going to go in with my knife, and you're going to go ahead and cut out the heart, and then you're just going to go ahead and fill it with our pink frosting and smooth it out with a toothpick. Then I'm just going to tap the cupcake a few times to smooth out the frosting. And now your little heart cupcake is finished. This was so easy to do, and it looks very impressive as well. You won't regret making these delicious cupcakes, and now all that's left to do is learn how to make the clay version. For the clay version of these, you're going to be needing a cupcake base mold and then also some clay. Right now I'm just taking some silver clay and then rolling it into a ball. And then I'm just going to go ahead and press this into our cupcake base mold. Then I'm taking a blade and I'm just going to cut off the excess. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take some brown clay, just a small ball will do, and then we're going to go ahead and roll this into a ball and then press this on the top of the cupcake. So just press it into a dome shape and attach it to the base of the cupcake. Then I'm just taking this brush and I'm going to texture the top of the cupcake to make it look like a real cupcake. You could also use a toothpick. And then you should have something that looks like this. And now we're just going to make the heart shape indent in the cupcake. I'm using a ball tool for this, but you could also use a toothpick. And just make a nice well in there. And then I'm going to squirt out some TLS or liquid clay, and you can buy this from Michael's. And now I'm just adding in a little bit of pink acrylic paint to color it. So just mix that in. And then we're going to add this on top of the cupcake in the little well that we made earlier. And just add it in as neatly as you can. But you can always touch it up later. Then I'm just going to insert an eye pin and bake it at 275 for 15 minutes. And once you're done with that, here's what you'll have. So as you can see, both versions of this cupcake are super adorable, and together they would make an awesome Valentine's Day present for somebody. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and happy Valentine's Day everyone!